PITA, as in People for the Ethical Treatment of Animals, sues Seaworld, accusing the theme park of slavery. It's pretty outrageous. They say 5 killer whales are being held in violation of the 13th Amendment, that, of course, being the amendment that banned slavery. It's the first filing out of its kind, and it's happening in California. It names 5 whales as plaintiffs and seeks their release to a better environment. This is true. We're not making this up. Tonight, Seaworld sent us this statement saying, quote, extending constitutional rights to killer whales is baseless and in many ways offensive. There is no higher priority than the welfare of the animals who are entrusted to our care. Civil rights attorney Larry Walters in-house to talk more about this. Larry, PITA is known for their shock tactics, but this may take it to a whole new level, essentially comparing whales to human beings and saying they have the same rights and no less tying it into the 13th Amendment.
Well, I don't think that this lawsuit really has a snowball's chance of winning, but it does certainly cause us to debate the issue. It calls attention to the issue, and that is what PITA is famous for doing. I do think that tying this all into the 13th Amendment does disrespect a certain important turning point in our history, and disrespects the 13th Amendment to a certain extent because it was designed to address a very serious problem with people and not with animals.
Of course, the 13th Amendment banned slavery, so understandably people are shocked and just disgusted by the tie-in there. On the other hand, Larry, people who are animal rights advocates say it does draw attention to a topic they believe deserves some debate. What do you think about that?
That is a legitimate point. The lawsuit itself will spur public debate on what is an important issue, an issue of animal cruelty. There is developing in the law, believe it or not, an issue of whether living property should be treated differently from property that is not alive, and that is something that is evolving in the law, and this lawsuit may help people debate it and talk about it. But in terms of existing precedent, the 13th Amendment is not going to free the whales.
Do you see free the whales? Yes, that was a movie, right? Once.
I think so.
Do you think there will be a huge fallout? Civil rights groups stepping forward, or do they know PITA's routine at this point? You think they'll just kind of sit down?
I don't think you're going to see a whole lot of people jumping on board and trying to support this constitutional claim. It doesn't have any legitimate merit from the standpoint of existing legal precedent, but there will be a lot of people talking about the suit, and there will be people trying to build on this concept of animals having constitutional rights. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see more of this in the future.
Yeah, sure will be a debate, but I think most people agree with what you said, which is that it's not a comparison you want to make with the 13th Amendment. All right, Larry Walters, thank you so much for coming in.
Happy to be here.